It's a great night to pour it.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, here we are together.
It's always a good night to pour.
Hey everybody, welcome to Northern Proof. My name's Ian. I got Daryl and Dave here, and we're going to be checking out some Irish tonight.
Woo! Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm a little offended that neither of you wore green. Come on, guys, get the memo.
Oh,
What? We were supposed to wear green, Dave?
I'm sure there's
It
a
would've been
filter
good.
I can put on this.
Need a leprechaun hat. Go into all the stereotypes for St. Patty's Day. I'm Daryl the Whiskey Sith, and tonight we are talking Redbreast 12-year-old, a very popular Irish whiskey.
Mhm.
Yes, and I mean, I've seen a lot of questions come up on different forums and feeds right now being like, St. Patrick's Day coming, I can't go out to the pub because a bunch of them are closed or at a limited capacity. What should I be drinking? And people are asking, what whiskey should I be drinking? And I've always been a Jameson person. That was like my intro into whiskey, really. So when Ian said, let's pour some Redbreast, I was like, all right, let's try something new.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's funny, people knock Jamesons, but Jamesons and Bushmills are very popular whiskeys that other brands use for their distilling. And then they do
Oh,
their own blends from them.
very interesting. I didn't know that. Is
I
there
think there is.
something that distinguishes Irish whiskey as a good Irish whiskey? Like that stands out on its own? Or is it just its flavors? It's just known for what it is.
I don't know. To be honest, I think I have maybe one bottle at a time of Irish in my bar. I have a pretty decent collection of, or I have a decent bar setup of whiskey, and I usually only have one Irish at a time. Personally, it's just this super mellow, easy drink that kind of goes down too quickly for me, and and it's lovely, but I'm always left going to another step afterwards. So I find it's a very nice intro whiskey if you're just starting out, and as Dave said, the bars are closed. What are you going to do? Well, maybe pop over to the liquor store and buy a nice bottle of Irish whiskey and see what you think of it.
This is good.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
a nice whiskey. It's hard to say what would be good for an intro to whiskey, but like this is a pretty good intro to whiskey. Like it's 40%, it's smooth, it's got like a sweet note to it.
It's complex. I find it
Yeah.
super complex. At 40%, there's a lot going on in this.
Right. So this one's triple distilled in copper pots. It's a mash of malted and unmalted barley. This one's actually finished in bourbon casks and Oloroso sherry seasoned
Oh.
Spanish oak butts.
Nice.
Spanish butts?
Spanish butts. Dave really needs the bars to open up again.
It's funny. It was my sister-in-law's birthday on the weekend, and we got together for a little family gathering. And she was like, all right, everybody's got to do a tequila shot. And we're like, what the heck? It's not your 19th birthday. What are we doing tequila shots for? We're old now. But I was like, sure, why not? And we all took the shot, and they're like, oh, gosh, that's disgusting. Like, take the lime. I'm like, oh, really? It was nice and easy. Like, I think, like, it's just 40%.
Yeah.
But, like, how much whiskey has changed my palate? Because before, tequila shot would have been terrible. But now I'm like, maybe I should have sipped on that a little and enjoyed it.
And with the right tequila, you definitely want to sip on it and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
So what are you guys getting on the nose for this? Right now, I'm just pulling some bourbon notes. I feel I'm getting a lot of vanilla out of it.
I'm not getting much vanilla.
But that
my
might
nose
be.
my nose is sleepy. I got to wake my nose up.
So did you say this is all malt?
Um,
Is there grain in there?
malted and unmalted barley.
Okay, so it's all malt. Or it's all barley. But
It's weird because I almost get a little bit of like a rye smell to it, but
I was gonna say I get like a cereal grainy note.
mm,
So like Cheerios maybe, or like even more of a grainier cereal note to it.
not a long finish though. Disappears pretty quick.
So I found that with most Irish whiskeys that I've had, again, it's probably completely different when you get into those cask strengths. On the nose, I'm getting, I don't know, a darker fruit, but not. I can't really pull what it might be.
I think that's the sherry,
The
old
sherry
roasted
influence
sherry.
for sure.
And I think that's the partial funkiness that I'm getting there.
Oh, you're getting the funk there, Ian, are you?
Mm.
See, you start drinking some Irish whiskey and it starts changing your voice a little bit. Where might I be from? I don't know, but you know, I like to throw out an accent here and there and just try my best and see how it rolls. Do you guys have a St. Patrick's Day memory of like an epic or grand or great St. Patrick's Day? Have you guys ever like done any big celebrations?
Outside of your general go to the bar,
Yeah.
never was a green beer drinker. Mostly because it's probably Bud Light or Coors Light or something really cheap. But I do recall doing a lot of Irish car bombs.
Ah.
That's going back in the day. But no, I don't have an Irish background. I Scottish and English, so it was just a go out, let's have some drinks, have some fun type event. How about yourself?
I've got some good memories, but like foggy memories. But there was one great, amazing St. Patrick's Day that like I've got pictures to remember it, where we all got super dressed up and just like bombarded a bar and had an amazing time. One of those nights where you just don't want to know what the bar tab was because you're buying drinks for people, and everything's just flying around. And then the car ride home, everything starts spinning, and you just hope you make it to your bed okay.
Sleeping with one foot on the floor.
Got to stay grounded somehow, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't really do much alcohol on St. Patrick's Day, like the odd Irish beer or Irish whiskey, but it's usually food based. So Irish stew or something along that line that we'll do, or corned beef and whatnot. So
nice.
It's definitely a food-based holiday for us, and I'm all for that. So
potatoes, you got to have your potatoes.
Exactly.
How many ways can you make potatoes for today?
Do you guys get any of the sherry notes out of the whiskey?
Yeah, I would say I do. Maybe when you said Oloroso sherry earlier, like prompted that in my head, but I would lean towards that like little funkiness, and then like dark fruity kind of tangy. It's almost a tanginess that I smell. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but it smells delicious. The taste is typical Irish in my mind. I don't get any of that sherry on it. It could just be where my palate's at tonight, but I do get that like soft bready finish, like a lot of people say shortbread kind of finish. I don't get really that sweetness on this one. Maybe it's the sherry kind of throwing that fruitiness, but delicious actually. I would say if you're starting into whiskey, this would be a good second step in my opinion.
Yeah.
The first step, you kind of want that Gentleman Jack or that Jameson's Caskmates, which is a very simple one-dimensional whiskey. This one's got a lot more, so you can kind of do that, then jump up to this one and go, oh, what's this new flavor and what's this new taste and whatnot. So yeah,
and you're also jumping price points. So
yeah, absolutely, especially
going
in Ontario.
from Jameson Caskmates is $39-$49. Redbreast is $89.
Yeah,
is that what it's running now?
For a lighter percentage, this is a really good whiskey. For something that's coming in at 40%, like this is, it is light, but it is deep, I find.
Deep,
so like it's
deep
not
sure.
heavy, but it's deep. But like Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh.
could definitely sit down with this and find the depth in it. For me, it's that I do like Irish whiskeys, but is it that $20? Is it worth $20 more than a Writer's Tears or the Sexton? Even Bushmills Black Bush has very strong sherry taste, and that's what I like in my Irish whiskeys is the sherry notes.
Well, one thing's for certain is the Irish make some good whiskey, some good beer, and they know how to have a good time. So whatever you're pouring today, have a very happy St. Patrick's Day from the Northern Proof lads.
I'm Daryl, and you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
And share the luck of the Irish, as well as good whiskey, and let the proof do the talking.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, boys.
Woohoo! Happy St. Patrick's Day! That was definitely Scottish.